Yeah.
Umbrellas in your chair, you're good.
Yeah, and after so many months of heat
Yes.
and bright sunshine, it's like maybe a little rain.
Maybe I'll
not
be
so
all
bad.
right.
Yeah.
You know, just eat your chicken, your chicken sandwich.
I know, and these temperatures only around 80 for the highs.
The weather,
so.
the field, that feels good.
Yeah, agreed. So we're looking into this week. We have some changes on the way, including not as much rain tomorrow, although we do have a chance for some showers. We'll be drying out gradually through the middle of the week, and we'll also be warming up because we will get that lower rain chance, a little more sun, and able to heat up with some high pressure midweek. And then next weekend is actually looking really nice. We tend to get nice October weekends, and we'll have a weak front moving in. It looks like at the end of this week, plus an upper pattern that will bring in lower humidity and a break in temperature. So we might be back to that nicer, drier kind of feel, and also those cooler mornings, maybe even lows south of the lake in the upper 60s. We'll talk about it in a second, but certainly still got the rain going on. And this is needed rain. We've needed rain. We've been in this drought or abnormally dry kind of weather for a while since really late August, and throughout the month of September didn't get a lot of rain, but we are getting it now, especially around Des Allemands, Luling getting a shower outside of Laplace. Also these downpours kind of moving south to north, and most of this has been very manageable, light to moderate kind of showers, as you know, just kind of picking up and then passing off to the north. We still have some scattered rain and a pretty good amount of rain or a bigger coverage over parts of Tangipahoa and Washington parishes. Our rain totals were up to about an inch, but higher totals were off to the east of us, and we were expecting this wave of rain, these kind of multiple waves of rain, to move in, especially starting early today and through the day, and we're still dealing with that. We'll still have a chance for that tonight as this now just surface low continues drifting to the northwest and makes its way inland. As it does so, it'll bring our winds down. We will not see as breezy a kind of setup, so that coastal flooding should ease tonight and tomorrow. Those winds will be coming down to about 10 miles per hour or so. So you should see those coastal flooding kind of higher tides finally coming down a bit after they stayed high this weekend. Looking at our model, this is our high resolution model. Wanted to give you a heads up for tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Some showers around. So as you make your plans, there will be some at least spotty to scattered rain. Not everyone will get it. It looks like early in the day, but that moisture will still be swinging our way, even though the low will be inland by then. This is 9 a.m. We'll move to lunchtime, and a couple of models actually want to dry us out at lunchtime, but then they do have a few more showers moving in for the afternoon to evening. Temperatures right now are in the 70s. Our highs today were lower 80s, so pretty nice feel at this point, even without a big cold front, just to kind of have that temperature come down thanks to the clouds and rain. Our winds not quite as breezy. Tonight we keep the clouds. We'll keep the chance for passing showers with our lows north and south in the lower to middle 70s. And tomorrow, with a few breaks of sunshine, we should be able to heat up to about 86, and our rain chance is near 40 or 50% for your Monday. So looking at your Monday forecast, maybe a few of those showers early, maybe a break toward midday and lunchtime, and then you can see that rain chance back to about 40% or so for the afternoon. And then by tomorrow evening, it should be quieter. Then we start to be dominated by that high pressure drying us out, but by the end of the week, it shifts to the west, and around it, we're getting north winds. So you can see these purples with our available moisture map. That's showing that drier air in the atmosphere, and even a little weak front may pass through as well. So lower humidity, temperatures dipping a bit. Still warm in the afternoons in the 80s, but pretty good considering this isn't a huge cold front. Should feel pretty nice next weekend. In the tropics, we just have one spot that we're watching now. This could very well soon become our next named storm sometime this week. It looks like it'll take that familiar path and curve out to the north before it gets anywhere near the Gulf. So we're not looking at it as a potential impact or threat for our part of the U.S. at this point. Jerry and Karen are the next names on the list, so we'll keep you updated on that. But that movement out to the north has been such a welcome kind of pattern with these storms curving around that big high out there in the Atlantic. 7-day forecast shows moving through this week, the temperature coming up as the rain chance goes down and that high pressure builds over us. And then once it does make that movement to the west and we get that little front maybe late Thursday into Friday, look at those morning temperatures into next weekend. We're talking about maybe some low 60s on the North Shore, upper 60s south, less humid, dew point temperatures coming down into the 60s, and lots of sun. So those afternoon highs still warm around 85. That's a touch above average for this point in October, but also not a terrible feel.